One day I'm gonna be everything I wanna be. I don't let it get the most of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be everything I'm gonna be. My future right in front of me. One day I'm gonna be free. I wanna be free. Then let me.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges, a host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit unbroken, he rides onto wheels, ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar, insane wheels rise as a force to be reckoned with. Fueled by the power that only metal can bestow, he takes his stand, refusing to submit. Insane wheels hear his battle cry. Metal and mayhem will never die. Rituals report he paves his way. Oh, legend in the making, day by day.
Yes, sir. Much love and respect to everybody coming in, hanging out, and tuning in, chilling out, maxing all cool, shooting some motherfucking b-ball aside of school. You know what I mean? No, seriously, thank you guys for coming in and hanging out with your boy. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. We've got an interesting one. This one that I'm going to report on, I saw it all over the news, and I wanted to report it because of how cool what they ended up doing for this last ride. So I thought, hey, we did a proper kind of send-off tribute yesterday in the news. So why not, show and basically show off the best way in my, I put it proper send-off. I think it's actually really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead and dive deep into that here in a second. Let's see. We got everyone in the chat just rocking it this morning. I see everybody. Brother Steve, appreciate you. We got our sister Rebecca up there in Canada, dude. Feels awesome. SSW, appreciate you. Snark as well. We got Tats, man. All of you guys. It's just awesome to see you guys. We got Sean. What's up? I see you. Appreciate you. Kickstands up. That's right. It's morning, all right. Yeah, no, I'm feeling it. And I was saying to you guys in the chat, in the comment section for the Breakfast Club. And by the way, for everybody in the Breakfast Club, I gotta hand it to you. You know what I mean? I gotta hand it to you. Thank you guys for being here every morning. You know what I mean? It means a lot to me to see you guys in the actual chat before the show's even started, and hence why you guys have become the Breakfast Club. Let's see. Rebecca says, sorry, I'm probably going to lurk today dealing with an abusive ex, and cops won't do jack shit until he harms me. So I'm in an awful mood. Have a good show, Mike. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that, Rebecca. That's damn, I hate to hear anybody being abused in that kind of sense. I'm extremely sorry. It's good to see everyone. Yes, indeed. That's right. That's right. So let me go ahead and get the proper file up right here, or the share screen. Boom. So this is off of the Citizen Tribune. Okay. And honestly, I really don't know where it's from. I'm sure it's actually, from something in the UK. So biker gets one last ride to his funeral in motorbike hearse, and this was 22 hours ago, June 11th, 2024. Check out that sick ass setup, dude. Like, tell me that ain't sick to like get a send-off, a proper send-off. Like, come on, bro. Morning, Road Rage. I see you, my brother. Appreciate you for being here, my man. Yeah, that's a fact, Hardwire, by the way. That's a fact. Yeah, and not just in Canada, but for us in the United States, it's very similar in that regard. Okay, so this is Robert Stewart's motorbike hearse. Okay, so by Elizabeth Hunter that did this. A biker dad was given one last ride to his own funeral in a custom motorcycle hearse. Yeah, see, that's what I'm fucking talking about, dude. All right, so Robert Stewart spent much of his life traveling Scotland on his motorbike, and when he died, his family decided to pay tribute to his passion. He first received a Triumph Tiger Cub for his 16th birthday and quickly became an avid biker. Well, I mean, shit, listen, man. If you are riding motorcycles at 16 years old, you're going to be an avid biker. You know what I mean? Like, I was riding dirt bikes at 10. Well, actually younger than that. I was competing at 10. But so shoot, man, as a little kid, you can tell when someone's going to be all for it or not. And, not to say you can't get into it later on in life, of course, but it's either completely in your blood or not. All right. So when Robert, a biker from Greenock, sadly passed at 76, which is actually a very good life, his family decided to give him a unique send-off with a motorbike hearse. Eileen and Sharon, Robert's daughters, said guests at the funeral were so surprised and impressed by the motorbike hearse and commented on how appropriate and dignified it was. And I agree with that. It truly was a head turner. The bike hearse was so special. And yes, I that's the first thing I saw, and I was like, yep, I gotta report on this, because that's, in my opinion, I think that's a proper send-off, dude. During the 1960s, Robert would regularly travel the country with his friends on their motorbikes, with trips to Camp Belton and Agrill, or to the markets in Greenock. Robert would spend many weekends on the road, traveling to see in Derby and County Durham with beloved wife Anne riding on the back of his bike. And I believe this is him right here. It is. I have him in the thumbnail as well. This is the picture that you actually see him in the thumbnail. See, there's the hearse, and that's him. All right. He even went on to build his own bikes. And for his 70th birthday, Anne surprised him with a Harley Davidson for the day. Wow. Okay. The funeral was, so I'm guessing for this, I'm guessing that he's like an avid Triumph rider or something. I don't know. And it seems like he didn't ever get into Harleys, which, I mean, listen, man, you're a biker, you're a biker. It doesn't matter about what brand you get. But it sounds like he never really got into Harley, just from the sound of it. Because it's apparently on his 70th birthday, Anne surprised him with a Harley Davidson for the day. Okay, so I get it. The funeral was arranged by the Co-op Funeral Care in Robert's hometown of Greenock, who fulfilled the family's request for the unique hearse. Danielle Rennie, funeral arranger at Co-op Funeral Care, Greenock, said, "We were delighted to support Eileen and Sharon with such a personal request. Eileen and Sharon were over the moon when they saw the bike. It was a day that was personalized in such a wonderful way, bringing joy and comfort to everyone who knew Robert. We take great pride in offering flexibility to fulfill any family's wishes, no matter how big or small they might be, and love helping families find unique, heartfelt, and creative ways to stand by or say goodbye to their loved ones in the manner they find most fitting." Now, that's great, but the question that someone like me bears on something like this is, how much did it fucking cost the family to custom make a bike specifically for him on this? I mean, it sounds like they custom made this whole hearse setup for him specifically, which is great. I mean, dude, look at the fucking front shocks on that thing. That thing is rad. But that's besides the point. Is like, how much money do you have to dump in to make something like that happen? This is a funeral home that they're dealing with. You know what I mean? So I just find that very interesting. And I always question everything. I'm that type of person. I just question everything. I think outside the box, and I instantly go to like, okay, well, how much did it have to cost to do this? What was the arrangement? You know what I mean? But I really think that was a proper send off. All right, let's go ahead and see. Damn, this fucking fly. All right, my uncle was part of a big 1% club in Massachusetts, and we had a similar setup for his funeral. Wow, dude, that's fucking epic. Seriously. Looks like it's in Scotland. Yes, it was in Scotland. And sorry. And yeah, Tats knew instantly. Look, if I'm talking about that side of the pond, I would hope she knows. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I really only know the United States. I don't know worldwide like that. So especially over there. But anyhow, I'm trying hardwire, but the laws and things are supposed to help victims end up not helping and re-victimizing the poor victims that they only help with in the first year of abuse, and then you're on your own. Well, in that case, Rebecca, they go, well, you're not getting yourself out of that situation after, let's say, a year, right? They're going, well, you're obviously not getting yourself out of that situation. So then why should we run to your aid every time there's an issue? I think that's probably what the reason for that. But, you know, I'm not making excuses, just saying that's probably why it feels like that. Ed Roth built a Tricurse that I wish I could find info on, SSW says. For 18 months, you've been harassed. So I don't know if these things will help me since it's past year now. And that's the hard thing. Just make sure that you get yourself out of that situation. You can only control yourself. You can only control your own mouth and your own actions, you know, and so just, you know, make sure you take the proper precautions. We got Pitbull up in the building, so remember to rev that like button. Drop the clutch on the share, and let's wheel spin this show out of here, dude. That's a fucking fact. I appreciate you there, Pitbull. Harley is an American thing. Many British don't really do the Harley thing. If you know, each place has their own things that are special to them. And exactly, you know, and I could tell that dude, I get it, like over there on that side of the pond, right? I'm not saying that they don't ride Harleys, but Harleys is definitely an American thing. You know, they've got Triumph, they've got a couple of companies over there. So it doesn't surprise me that he didn't, like, it seemed like he never owned a Harley, and I understand. I know all my family in Ireland ride Harleys, but they all secretly like Triumph. And that's so strange to me. Like how, you know, I guess I just don't care like that. I don't know. I've just been, I guess I do care. I guess I'm contradicting myself a little bit because I only ride Harleys. And I'm an American, so I guess I do fit that whole thing. So I guess I kind of, what's that called? Foot and mouth? Anyways, probably over $10,000, well, 10,000 pounds for the hearse and another 5,000 to 6,000 for the service. Yeah, that's a lot of dough. Steve, which one came first, Harley or Triumph? You know, I'm trying to remember personally, if I even know. I think Triumph came out first. And then Harley came out for the war. I'm trying to remember like when Harley was built, right? Harley was built in like, I can't remember if it was 1900, 1903, something like that. Let's see. Steve says, I think Harley was second, but I'm not 100%. And I'm not 100% either. Let's see what we got in here. Get yourself out. Get out. You'll thank yourself later. Yes, exactly. What I mean, Rebecca, is there is easy help found outside the law, not necessarily illegal, just outside the legal system. And yes, I do agree with that 100%, because 99.9% of the time, police are not going to help in those situations. It only escalates it and makes it worse on usually the person calling, you know what I mean? So that's why, I mean, that shit backfires. But yeah, you know, I'm sure that you've got in Canada, I'd imagine you have a lot of different services. I think Triumph was first, but lots preferred Nortons and Enfields. Yes, and the Enfields. And definitely. Rebecca, sometimes you have to TCB and do whatever it takes to be safe. Just be safe and be smart. And that's absolutely a fact. Always staying smart and staying ahead of the fucking game to be safe. Harley's 1903. I guessed 1903. Look, I'm going to go ahead and hit the vape and take a sip of the coffee. And by the way, guys, I'm feeling a lot better. Like, I took antibiotics, you know what I mean? So I feel a lot better. I took them yesterday, and then this morning, I woke up this morning and it wasn't as bad, you know what I mean? So that's a good thing. I grew up in Massachusetts, so it was always Indian was best, but now nowadays they are whack. Now, Steve, here's the question that I bear is that the Indians that come out now, they're like done up. They're like already fucking Harleys that you would already want to purchase. You know what I mean? Like where most of the time, this is how it goes for a Harley guy. He buys a fucking Harley, and then he's got a fucking that's the beginning of the canvas. That's an open canvas that no one keeps it stocked. No one keeps a sewing machine around ever. You know what I mean? So instantly you have to fucking do your pipes. You got to do your big air intakes. You got to fucking your stage 1 or stage 2, blah blah blah. All this shit, right? Now, and then all the different shit that you got to do to make it look nice. You know what I mean? Now, Indians are coming out with these bikes that are already bitching. You know what I mean? Like they're to me, I don't know why you would think they're whack. I would think they were whack back in the day compared to what they're doing now. Because I mean I've never ridden an Indian, so I really can't say. This is all a look perspective, you know. I had a couple of my brothers that had the brand new Iron Horses or whatever they're called. I forget what they're called. But yeah, I had a couple of brothers that have them, and I was able to look at it. You know, offered for me to ride it, but I said no thanks. My buddy is a hardcore Triumph guy. He has a couple of Harleys, but his pride and joy is his twin engine Triumph drag bike his dad built in the 1960s. See, that's legendary right there, and still gets used regularly. Damn, and that part right there is a big fucking ordeal. A man of knowledge. That's right. Real quick before we continue into the live, where we're hanging out and all that stuff, I just want to point out real freaking quick. If you guys can do me a huge favor and just like the video down below real quick, just hit that like button. It's completely free. It is the #1 fucking metric of all of YouTube. You know what I mean? It lets us know, or let them know, that we're doing something right over here. Also, if you guys commenting, obviously that is huge engagement spike for us. And then if you share the live and share the video, that is like word of mouth on the street, but right here on the internet. And if you guys don't already know, I've been completely demonetized now for like 2.5 months on YouTube. 2 months, 2.5 months. No, yeah, 2.5 months. I should be getting my monetization back on July 3rd. If you guys would like to help out monetarily, get a shout out onto the show live, you guys can always donate at any amount. You know what I mean? That qualifies for a shout out. Doesn't matter how big or small. So if you guys would like to help out monetarily, we have the Cash App right here, $Ball Valve. We have Venmo as well at Ball Valve. And then we have PayPal, ballvalvetv@gmail.com. All right, now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and see what you guys are saying in the chat skis. All right, right here. I've always been a chopper person, not in Harleys myself, so I didn't know which came first. And you know what's cool about choppers? I mean, doing those, that's what's cool about, I guess, Harleys, right? I mean, you can do a real chopper without it being a Harley. I get it. But, you know, I've always seen some of the sickest, in my opinion, the sickest choppers were Harleys, you know. But, I mean, 99% of all those parts are aftermarket, but it's still a Harley. You know what I mean? I can tell you the worst kickback I've ever experienced was on a British bike. Oh shit! Listen, man, that sucks. Harleys are way heavy for this little lady to lift and ride, and that's also something that I wish Harleys would kind of. I don't know, man. Like they don't need to be so fucking heavy. You know what I mean? They're so fucking heavy. These things they start out, the sporties start out at like 712 pounds. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. Like, that's a heavy motorcycle, dude. And yes, it's light for the normal Harley dude because we're riding around on, 1,000-pound motorcycles, 1,100-pound motorcycles. So, yeah, they are nice, but the support for the Indian is not that great. I got you. And also the aftermarket for Indian and all these other companies that are not Harley is going to have a hard time. You know what I mean? With that whole aftermarket shit. Let's see. We got Pitbull showing love to everybody in the chat. I know I lost a ton in aftermarket parts money on my bike. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, that's when you sink in, dude, you'll sink in thousands and thousands of dollars. And then if you have to sell that motorcycle, I promise you, you'll never get that money back. Like for instance, when I lost my leg, that motorcycle had the best of the best of the best of everything Dyna broed out. I mean, like, no joke, probably that bike probably was worth about 30K. You know what I mean? If I had to like 30, 40, somewhere in that range, because it just was all out. Now, when it got totaled, the insurance company only gave me $17,000 because they are not going to account for all the aftermarket bullshit. They don't do that. And same kind of goes for when you sell your shit, you're not going to get that money exchanged back. So you know that you're investing into this, that you're not going to essentially get that monetary value back ever, no matter what happens. All right, so Triumph, the motorcycle division, came out in 1902, but they started with the bicycle in 1887. Thank you, brother SNS, for clarifying that for us. So that would be where Triumph came out first. And they actually came out with their motorcycle 1 year before Harley Davidson came out. I'm trying to do my bike up and looking for accessories and paint jobs, saving up. It's, dude, especially paint jobs. You got to save, dude. It's just a lot. Real quick, since we got this on the screen, I want to see what's going on over here. Real quick, tornado threat in the upper Midwest. There's a lot of shit over there in Wisconsin, Massachusetts, Minnesota. I was looking too quick. And it actually, the radar over there doesn't look too bad. You know what I mean? You guys up north, up there. Yeah, look at that. Just wide open. Now, I want to see what it looks like in the south, meaning for Florida, because the hurricane watch right now is insane. Like, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with this kind of shit, but the hurricane shit in Florida is brutal. So if I look over and I see it, I'm going to switch back over to it. All right. So let's see what I got here. I've seen very small women on very large Harleys. It's about balance and riding, little to do with size. And that is true. That's very true. But it can be very uncomfortable for someone to learn, pick up a motorcycle, do that kind of shit, if it's intimidating like that, where it's like, to them, it's too heavy. Here's more storm bullshit for the upper. Let me go ahead and actually switch it over real quick. Oh, man, right when I did it. Chicago, next 3 days. Yikes, look at that shit. How does it go from 72 one day and then the very next 90 with lightning? Damn, forget about it. All right, let's go ahead and see what you guys are saying. SNS with throwing out my Instagram. I appreciate that. You know, I actually didn't post my show this morning on Instagram. That's what I needed to do, and I fucking forgot. SNS just reminded me. My sister actually is here right now, and so I visited her. I woke up, took a shower, made the bed, all the crap, right? And then I went up to my parents' house, and my sister's here because my sister was actually the first one to move here to Alabama. You know what I mean? And then my parents came, and then I came. All right. The new Indian, in my opinion, is excellent. The old Indians, I don't care for. And that's what I was kind of getting at. I can't lift a Harley to ride one. Well, you can. I know way more about the history of choppers than Harleys. Hardwire says, and then they started making smaller bikes now. Harley makes an electric and a 500, I believe. I did not know that. I didn't know they made anything less than the 883 for women and young sissies. Yeah, bro. Is what it is, bro. Dirty Bird Concepts makes a lot of aftermarket parts for Indian. Good to know, because I actually don't know any aftermarket companies, I guess, that are for Indian or any of these, other companies. I mean, I've only ever dealt with Harley, Let's see here. We got Wolfheim up in the building. Appreciate you for being here. Much love and respect to you. Appreciating. Look, round of applause to all you guys being in here right now. I bought all my own stuff to paint. I have a Dyna to do this summer. I'd rather learn to do everything myself. Holy shit, dude. You're picking up a paint job like it's nothing? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I have a buddy that's just like you in that regard. He'll just do it, and without like him like actually knowing how to do it, he'll just do it. And it always comes out badass, by the way, what he does. Not American weather, at least. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I was showing the northern part of America, so I guess that's like right there to the south of you, just barely. The insurance says my bike was worth $12K, but I spent way more than that. So I'm getting smoked, but that's the way of the road. And yeah, that's exactly what happened to me. I ended up having to take it in the shorts because they didn't want to pay up for what it was worth. I'm 90 pounds soaking wet. Do you think I can lift and ride an 800-pound bike? LOL, sorry if I was rude, but that's a great way for me to hurt myself and others. Truth is anybody of any size, as long as you can lean onto one side and put your foot down, you can actually do it. No matter, like, you could be 70 pounds. You could be 70 pounds, 5'2". You know what I mean? You really can. It's just a matter of practice and talent and seat time. You know what I mean? You really can do it. But yes, it's very you have a disadvantage, no doubt. You have a disadvantage, just like I have a disadvantage when I ride. I promise you, it's a disadvantage, but it's okay. You can still make it happen. I have my bike insured for actual cash value, and they cover the $4,000 in extras that were done to it on my policy. If it gets totaled or stolen, they will pay out what I put into it. What? How does that happen, Road Rage? How do you make that fucking happen? Because I'd never even heard of that. Beezer says, when I was about 6, my oldest brother drove from Connecticut to northern Maine on his Triumph Tiger. He took me for a ride. That was instant. That was the instant or the moment I was hooked on motorcycles. He passed a few years ago. I'm sorry to hear that for his passing, man, but wow. You got to love how we all kind of get introduced into the lifestyle. You know what I mean? And that's something that we're going to hold forever. That's just asking for trouble. It can be. They also cover $3,000 of my riding gear. Wait, your insurance covers your fucking gear? What insurance company? Send me that. Like, what? If they're insuring your safety shit, your safety gear, oh man, I need them to insure my bike. I'm searching for his bike. It was sold after his passing. Damn it, dude. Find it, dude. Find that motorcycle. Tried lifting an 800-pound bike and just ended up dropping the bike. It was embarrassing. And that, believe it or not, I think every biker's done that. It sucks. And it is embarrassing, by the way. I've done it. I mean, as an amputee, I've done it too. I have actually legitimately dropped my bike because I just, I was getting acclimated to myself. I was learning how to do it all over again. And yeah, I did drop the bike actually a couple times. But it's a matter of how you pick yourself up. You're never defined. Let me say this. You're never defined on the way that you fall down. You're always defined on the way that you pick yourself fucking back up. And that's the truth. Let's see here. Rebecca, that's a defeatist attitude. And that's true. I've seen women that small do it. But if you believe you can't, you won't be able to. You need to remove the word can't from your vocabulary. And I do agree with that. Looks like we're going to have 2 Dyna Bros in this fam. Yep, dude. Look, it's all about the Dynas. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I just love Dynas. I'm a huge Dyna Bro advocate. I wear the fucking shorts on just like a real Dyna Bro. I have the socks pulled all the way, or sock. I only have one sock. I have the sock pulled all the way up. Got the Vans, the hat, right? You know what I mean? Like the hat's got to be clipped on to the side of the belt. Be a true Dyna Bro. True Dyna Bros don't wear gloves, right? You know what I mean? Actually, fuck it. Since we're on the topic, this is hilarious. I gotta find this for you guys. I have to show you this, and I'll give credit to this creator that did it. You guys are gonna love this. very first found this from Justin Bird, this was about the funniest thing I had seen in a very long time. This is about Dyna Bros, okay? Like, so you guys are going to enjoy this. I'm going to give a huge credit to them. All right, so go over. We got Justin Bird over here. We're going to show his video, and we're going to break it down a little bit about Dyna Bros real quick. It's a little 5-minute little segment made 5 years ago. Look, we're even going to take copy and paste his link and put it into our comment section. Boom, to give credit where credit is due. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Good morning, Internet. If you're into slammed, straight-shotted, ape-hanging dynas, this is not the video for you. My name is Justin, and today I'm going to teach you how to be a real Dyna Bro. Let's begin.
100%.
Lesson 1, look the part. When you look good, you ride good.
Yes.
That's a proven fact. You can Google it. To protect your dome from all the wild pussy that's going to be flying at your face, trust no other than Simpson. Whether it's the Ghost, the Outlaw, or the badass M30, in order to be a real Dyna Bro, you got to go with Simpson.
Yep.
Moving to the footwear. Most Harley riders will choose a strong protective boot. I got 3 words for that. That noise.
Yep.
Dyna Bros are not regular Harley riders. With T-Bar Jesus looking over our shoulder, a fresh pair of Vans is plenty of protection for your little Piggly Wigglies.
Hey.
Combine those with some tall
Did you see that? All right.
socks. Bonus points if they got badass logos on them.
Okay. Did you guys catch that? Let me backtrack a little bit about the Vans.
That noise. Dyna Bros are not regular Harley riders. With T-Bar Jesus looking over our shoulder, a fresh pair of Vans is plenty of protection for your little Piggly Wigglies.
Yep.
Combine those with some tall socks. Bonus points if they got badass logos on them. And some Dickies shorts.
Aggressive.
The asphalt will be the one bleeding if you go down. Gloves. If you're asking
And the
yourself
gold,
who
dude.
even wears gloves, then you're already on the right track to be an elite Dyna Bro. But if you're not quite there yet, the gloves department's pretty simple. Less is more. Simply find
Correct.
the thinnest, least protective glove on the market. Bright colors or design on your favorite finger gives bonus
Finger.
DB points. That brings us to the most important piece of the Dyna Bro attire, shirts. This one's pretty easy.
Okay, now what do you guys are gonna guess about the shirts? Because look, I know how Road Rage over here works it. Okay, he got the whole fucking suit. You know what I mean? I ride just like this, and some people would say I'm retarded for that, and maybe I am. You know what I mean? Because people go, "Oh, so you survive all this shit just to still essentially not protect yourself in that regard." Well, sorry, dude.
Dixon f***ing flannel.
Yes!
Lesson 2, the attitude. Now that you're looking like a true Dyna Bro, let's talk about how to act both online and IRL. Online, dope-ass Instagram posts are a must.
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
hanging out with your other Dyna
Instagrammer.
Bros, make sure to get all the bikes lined up nice and neat.
Yep.
And then once the lighting's right, snap that pic, put it on Instagram. Make sure to tag every single
And
company
get that
that has a
booty.
part on any of those bikes to maximize your Dyna Bro potential. Talk shit online. Make sure the whole world knows that you own the best damn motorcycle ever.
Fuck yeah.
Sportsters, girls'
See?
bikes, baggers, shitty road sofas, Softails, wannabe Dynas, and any other bike that's not a Harley. Come on. Now let's talk about in real life. Ride like it's your very last day on earth, because as a Dyna Bro, it very well might be. Throw that bitch
Oh,
in the
hell no,
corners,
I'm always-
jump shit. Laws were
I
not
love this
made for
video
Dyna
of that
Bros.
guy.
Most
Yeah.
Dynas don't have ABS. Make sure everyone around
You
knows
never have
that.
to stock check me over here, dude.
Off the bike, you'll need to know 2 specific
We're always
questions
up.
for everyone to identify you as a true Dyna Bro. Hey bro, what fairing is that? And, sup bro,
All
what
about
bars are
protection,
those?
Rebecca.
Lesson 3, the bike. You've got your body ready to become a Dyna Bro. Now
Bro,
the last
hold on, Steve. The truth is I probably got just hanging right behind me in the laundry room area. That shit, I probably have like 10, 15 Dixon flannels just sitting right there. I have a fuck ton of Dixon. I mean, I have more Pendleton. I have more Pendletons than I do Dixons, but I have a fuck ton of Dixon. And I actually got into the whole flannel bullshit from Dixon, and then I upgraded to Pendleton. Let's see.
The most important step is getting your sled ready to rip. Bars. The most important setup
Jeez.
on a Dyna Bros bike is the bars. You can have any bar you want as long as it's a T-bar.
T-bar.
Now, you might get away with a 2-piece riser flat bar combo, but one thing's for sure, you got to get those knuckles up. 12 inches at least. Anything less is pussy shit.
12 inches? He just said 12 inches. All right, that's the minimum rise, right? My fucking tees on the bike that I got crushed on from that drunk driver lost my leg, I had 15-inch T-bars on that motherfucker. This guy said 12, minimum 12, otherwise you a pussy. Listen to this.
Sure, you got to get those knuckles up. 12 inches at least. Anything less is pussy shit. The seat. With the Dyna being so goddamn fast and wheelie happy, you're going to need a seat to lock that ass in. Obviously, the Saddlemen Step Up and Lucky Dave seats are the go-tos. Exhaust. To maximize the power as well as the sound coming out of that beautiful American-made V-twin,
a
always 2-in-1 pipe is a must.
2-in-1.
TBR, Bassani, or if you're a lover of Rust, a Thunderheader, all have the Dyna Bro seal of approval.
I'm a Thunderheader, motherfucker. Suspension.
In order to get that iconic Dyna fender gap, you're going to have to jack that ass up. 13 inches minimum. The higher, the better. You're going to need as much lean angle as possible to keep all that power planted to the ground. Paint. Now, this is one area that the Dyna Bros kind of have some freedom.
Nice.
You can leave it black. You can wrap it like that homo on YouTube did, or you can dump some serious coin into a legit paint job. All options are Dyna Bro approved.
They are.
The swing arm decal. One way to truly express your views as a Dyna Bro is to take up that real estate right there on the swing arm. My personal favorite is this RIP Dyna, which you can get at the link in the description. And last, but certainly not least, the fairing. While not necessarily required to be a Dyna Bro, it definitely helps. You also have a couple options. The fairing, just make sure.
Listen, it's got to be like this. It's got to be a Connolly fucking front fairing, in my opinion. Like, I get it. FXR fairings, cool. I dig them too. But for me personally, it's got to be that Connolly fucking, oh my God, that front fairing.
Those gay-ass bow wings. And that's it.
Yeah, no
Practice those 3 simple lessons, and before you know it, you'll have a PhD in dynacology. If you have any questions on these lessons, ask Google, Hardwire. Or visit one of Facebook's many Dyna Bro groups. For all your Dyna Bro gear or parts needs, go ahead and visit getlower.com. If your order's over $100, go ahead and enter code BikeInBird to get a free t-shirt.
Everyone can see that I have posted their content, as I also did fair use. Okay, YouTube? Do not be copyright claiming my ass, all right? I fucking paused it. I broke down shit. I talked about it. I gave him credit, showed the channel, shared the fucking link twice. YouTube, treat me nice, please. Damn it, man. Dyna Bro for all the guys who secretly want to be an extra on SOA.
Stop the cap.
For the majority, you're right. So what did you guys think about this biker send-off, man? That was a pretty dope way to be able to send somebody off, man, in a bike, a hearse that was, turned into, a motorcycle hearse, I guess I should say, a motorcycle that got transferred into, it became and evolved into a hearse. That's pretty badass, bro. I got to admit, that's probably the best way to do a send-off. Definitely. It was definitely beautiful. So with that being said, everybody, I cannot thank you guys enough for being here and hanging out with me, chilling. Max all cool, shooting that B-ball outside of school. Let's see what's going on over here. Florida's, well, they were talking about Florida down there, but right now they're showing some, just, I guess, super zoomed into, like, South Beach, all that kind of shit, Miami, all that shit. And it looks like they're getting about 5 to 8 inches. Some parts are getting 8 to 12 inches right now. That's a lot. That's a lot of weather there. Damn. All right. With that being said, man, look, and that's what I wanted to see. It was an amazing tribute to the fallen biker. Absolutely. And that's the way we should be doing shit, in my opinion. I like that families even embrace it, like maybe they weren't a biker themselves, but they're going to support it for their fallen husband or whatever, because he was into it. I don't own a Dixon shirt. Maybe I should get one. I can rock my medallion and leave it 3 buttons down. Yeah, why not? Listen, the true OGs, all right? I'm going to teach you something. If you guys don't know, I've said it before on here, but the whole thing about the single button action, that's bullshit. I don't know why that crap even came around, because it's never been one button. The true OGs wear both top buttons, okay? The very top and the one just below it. And then you keep that shit wide open if you want to fucking be all gangster. You know what I mean? That's how it's done. That's the true OG way. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do it right. You know what I mean? So make sure you do the top two. 3 buttons down, straight Italian style. So you're doing the Italian style, and then we got the Hispanic style, or the Mexican style, or the Latino style. You know what I mean? But you guys know where I come from. I come from Southern California, man. You know what I mean? Like that's indefinite going to be engraved in my fucking brain. J9 asked about the weather today. When I left on the bike, I told her, according to the forecast tonight, that she could be expecting 8 inches also in my rain.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap.
No, I'm just fucking playing with you, dude. That's hilarious. Love it. About my flannel to the top like a G. Yeah, if I have a flannel on, it's either on, no buttons, or it's on, all buttons, or it's on and top 2. That's it. Like that's the only combo for me. All the best, Mike Ball. Much love and respect to everybody. I cannot thank you guys enough for being here and hanging out with us. Make sure you follow my Instagram right here at BallValveTV. That's where I post all my content, all my vlogging shit, all the stuff that I'm doing here in Alabama, all the fun activities, all that kind of great shit. Make sure you guys go follow me over there, because that is where I post all that shit. Sometimes I show it onto the YouTube channel, but it's not like prominent, you know? So if you guys follow me over there, you guys can actually see all of that shit on the daily. With that being said, everybody, I cannot thank you guys enough. And until tomorrow morning, much love and respect to everybody. Hopefully everybody has a wonderful day, and be safe out there. Stay on 2. You know what I mean? Rubber side down. You know what I mean? Keep that rubber side down. That's it. Keep the pain up. That's it. Just stay good, all right? Because we don't want to be doing no more send-offs, all right? I want everyone to die naturally. And what I mean by that is I don't want anyone going down, man. Seriously, I want you guys to be safe. Much love and respect. We'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
From the depths of darkness, a voice emerges, a host with a fire burning in his soul. With a heart, steel, and a spirit unbroken, he rides on 2 wheels, ready to claim his throne. Amidst the chaos and the thunderous roar,